Welcome back to my channel. My hair is now, it's called turquoise blue. I don't have any makeup on because today I'm going to be doing a video doing makeup and just kind of having a general conversation, I guess. But my hair did not take, obviously, in some spots, and it's actually darker blue at the bottom because there was some leftover purple, and I'll try to include a picture of what it looked like right before I dyed my hair. I just got out of the shower not too long ago. So I put my hair up just to get it out of the way. I really don't even like my hair touching my neck. Also, don't mind the outfit that I'm wearing. It is see-through, and I do have a sports bra on. So don't mind that. I have this magnifying mirror here. That 5x viewer mirror is so dangerous. I already see stuff that I have issues with. Also, since I've moved to Arizona, my scalp is super dry. Like, I get dandruff really bad, like right in the front here. And then my lips are always chapped and dry. And you can see, I just bought this chapstick actually before I put some lipstick on. I need to moisten my lips. Moist, moist, moist. Gosh, I haven't done a makeup thing before. So I don't know what I'm doing. So I'm not a naturally pretty person. I'm kind of average looking. My body's really average looking. I'm still going to look average when I'm done. I'm chubby, okay? I just want to start by like making sure that my eyebrows are cleaned up because it's really hard to put the liquid brow stuff that I have on if I don't have them looking at least a little bit nice. So this is from Revolution. It's in a liquid, and I just brush it on my eyebrows, and it's this cute little petite brush. I'm not going for a totally unnatural look like the girls with the big thick like straight eyebrows. That's not me. That'll never be me. Ouch. What is this white hair here? No, you gotta go. Okay. So I want to prep my eyes first. The Nude Matte Primer in Ulta. I really do like it. And yes, I use my fingers because I'm unprofessional like that. And you could probably see the difference. It's a little less red, but that corner of my eye never holds color, and it's so annoying because I always have to go over that spot with a dark color every single time. This is just a problem that I have when I get a lot of anxiety or stress. I pick my lips, and that's why my lips look as bad as they do all the time, and it doesn't really bother anybody else except for internet trolls. I'm gonna do my foundation and stuff first. I guess that's how like normal people do it. Is that how everyone else does it? They do their foundation first? My sister, she does her eyes and then her like foundation, I guess, after. How much of this do I put on? Full coverage concealer. I actually really like this stuff. It works really well. So I'm gonna let that sit for a second. Is it called baking? I heard that if you like let the liquid sit on your face, it does warm up to your face, and it makes it, it just makes it look better. I don't know how to describe it. I don't even think I'm describing this right because I don't know the terms to all this makeup stuff. You would think I would, but I don't. This is my new favorite thing. I really love this. It is the, it's a Wet n Wild Tinted Hydrator. Focus, please, focus. Okay. And I just use this as a foundation because it feels really light on my skin. It doesn't feel cakey. I know I'm probably not doing this right. I just kind of want to blend it all together. Oh God, that's a lot. I'm gonna let this kind of sit on my face for a second too. Again, I am definitely not a professional. I don't even know what I'm doing half the time. My friends seem to think that my makeup is okay. I feel like there's a hair, oh, there is a hair touching right there. Oh, okay, so I wasn't crazy. Like, see how smooth that blends? Do they just, okay, so people, y'all just dab, 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 dab. Do I smear it a little bit and then I kind of dab over it? I will be putting bronzer and stuff on, of course. Least favorite part here is to do the eye. The fucking pigeon! Anybody that sees this video who is a pro, feel free to give me some tips or advice because I could probably use it. Don't bash my unprofessional non-makeup skills, because I obviously don't know what I'm doing. My skin just looks more even. I feel like it says this is a bronzer, but it's, oh shit, it's more of a highlighter than a bronzer because it's so light. So that's Wet n Wild. This other Wet n Wild one I got, I need to up my makeup game. The Wet n Wild contour palette that I use. The Essence bronzing powder. It's not shimmery at all, and I feel like it has more of that like matte kind of look. These are my main face brushes that I use. Bronzer, contour, just to dust shit off my face, and highlighter and blush. So I guess to start, because I normally don't even go this far into makeup, to contour a little bit. Please do not judge. I know it looks okay on me. Again, I'm not a professional, so I don't really know 100% of what I'm doing. Also, my nose is actually a little bit crooked, so my like contour is probably gonna look a little bit off. Oh, there goes a balloon. Recently, I've remembered it's been like a month since my ex and I kind of called it quits again. It's kind of nice, you know, not to have the stress of a relationship. This will look better later. That's a problem of having a chin like this. Of all the lies, I don't really feel like we actually successfully even got back together. There was just a lot of things that kept happening that I was like, red flag. Oh my god, I can't talk while I'm doing this. Hold on. You never told me about certain things before that I probably shouldn't put out there in the internet world, but I'm going to anyway. I found dildos in his bathroom. A total of 4 different ones. I was really like, maybe he's cheating on me. And after he got the third one, I was like, hey, so I'm gonna ask you something and I need to know the truth. Like, this is concerning to me. My contouring is not that great. So I was like, so, are they yours? Are they someone else's? Are they your sister's? And he's like, I don't want to tell you. All I say is this, how I masturbate is my business. I was like, okay, how you masturbate? Okay. No judgments, bro. Like, I have toys too, but you got me up here thinking that you cheating on me. It'll get better, I promise. Right before we broke up again, there was the 4th dildo, and I was like, Jesus Christ. There was a green one and then an orange one. The green and orange one I did not throw away. They actually just kind of hung out together in his bathroom cabinet. He's never had dildos the entire 2 years we were together. Those are not his. Those were Jenny's. So Jenny, his childhood friend, after we had broken up, he was messaging her. He sent dick pics to her, and she was like, oh, hi handsome, hi baby, sorry I kept you up late last night. She didn't send any like vagina pics to him or anything, but there was an instance where she said, I'm gonna need to come over and use your shower and borrow your clothes. She slept in his bed that night. I don't know how many nights that she had slept in his bed. They would not tell me. When I was reading those messages, it was like midnight. My heart sank reading those messages. So I went in the room where I was gonna go to sleep to, in the bed that also happened to have been the bed that Jenny slept in. I saw him move and I'm like, oh, are you awake? He's like, yeah, what's up? I was like, so I need to ask you something. He's like, okay. Like, you sounded suspicious. Did you send, you know, anybody, like, did you sleep with anybody? Did you, like, go on a date with anybody? No, he says. And then, do you have any girls over? He goes, no. Did you send anybody dick pics? He goes, yes. I was like, okay, and I know you had a girl over. I saw your text messages. I know you had a girl over. He's like, what are you talking about? I was like, Jenny. And he says, oh, yeah. So I said, you sent her dick pics and she slept here and borrowed your clothes and used your shower. And he's like, well, we weren't even together at the time and we didn't do anything. I know I don't like have the right to say anything about whatever happens when you're not with someone. But it's the fact of, like, I'm always getting accused of, well, you went out on a date with someone. I was like, yeah, I went on one date with one person, and on top of that, that person didn't come over and sleep in my bed and use my shower and borrow my clothes and call me sexy and send me dick pics and blah, blah, blah. Checkmate, bitch. And he claims that those dildos were his. I honestly wholeheartedly think that those were hers, and she had left them there on purpose so I could find them. So I really think that she wants my ex all to herself, because all the time she would be like, remember our pact when we made when we were kids about if we weren't with anyone when we were 40 we would get married to each other? Bitch was always bringing that up, and it was so annoying. He even told me he didn't want a girl with brain cancer that has 10 autistic kids, and he just doesn't want her. He's not attracted to her, apparently. My ex was always lying to me. Now that I look back on it, I'm pretty sure those dildos weren't his, because like I said, he did not have anything like that ever when I was living with him before, when we were dating for 2 years. And she was saying, do you know she's reading your text messages? I sent her a message back immediately, and I was like, yeah, I was reading his messages. I only looked at his phone at midnight because his phone kept dinging, but then I saw the messages from Jenny, and I was like, wonder what they were talking about when we were broken up, because I know she is all about hopping on that dick. Well, when we're 40 years old, we're gonna get married if we're not with anybody. Bitch. I never assumed they were sleeping together before, but I honestly wholeheartedly believe now that they were sleeping together when we were apart. Immediately after I confronted him about it, like the next morning, he deleted all the messages between them. Like a couple days later, when I looked at his phone again, I noticed that he had sent her messages and she was responding back. His messages were gone. Like, what am I supposed to think when you are sending a girl messages, you'll get her messages, but delete your own messages? Like, what the hell are you saying to her? Like, that is so fucking fishy. And then all of a sudden to just delete her messages. I've been cheated on before. Like, I'm not that fucking stupid. And this last time, like, we called it quits because he gave something else of mine away. This powder that I use, I forget what brand this is, but I just use it to kind of fill in, like, some spots that could use some work. Honestly, it looks better in person. I think he intentionally started a fight with me. It's so easy for men to just let go. And I should too, honestly, because he's a twat. Oh, I can see it right there a little bit. I can fix this. Burst of Color by Trend Beauty looks like this. Actually, I really do love this palette because it's got a lot of nice colors. And I'm also going to use Revolution, their little weed palette. Oh, it's called their Cannabis palette. Basically green, brown, and gold. I went out on a date with that one guy. We went to the zoo, and then as friends later we got lunch a couple times because I was just like not interested in someone who is a sub. This guy that I went on a date with, he's like, he basically 100% of the time likes to be the little spoon. And if you don't know what that means, because apparently my mom didn't know what a little spoon was, it is the person who likes to be cuddled. God. I feel like I used the tape to get a clean line. My ex told me, I never did anything for you to cry about. Jenny can fucking have the son of a bitch. Like, I don't need someone who's gonna lie to me all the time. So I'm having a guy come visit me from Arkansas. So after he comes and visits me in June, and I'm actually excited because we've been internet friends for 5 years. I don't know who else does this because I don't have one of them. Well, actually I do have a brush cleaner, but I did a lot of things for my ex that I didn't want to do because he did pressure me. I put a little bit of green on there. They don't look too bad. Actually, kind of, I mean, I have a little tints of green in my hair. Oh yeah, that looks a lot more like my hair color. I really can't do any other colored makeup because it would just look weird. Once it's done, it'll look so much better. Is this a pointless video? Probably. I'm using a little bit of a darker blue. Son of a bitch. I feel like any relationships I have from now on are just gonna be, I'm just gonna be suspicious a lot. I don't know. I don't know what determines the success of a relationship. You've had really bad relationships and it creates this like trauma effect in your mind about the relationships that you're in, or my PTSD with relationships, you might understand. If you stick your dick in someone else and then try to get back together with me, I'm not going to be with you. Or if we happen to get back together and I find out while we're together that your dick was in someone else, I'm leaving you. You put your dick in someone else, I don't want you. Stop trying to get back together with me after I know that you put your dick in someone else. Ooh. This glitter's from the Cannabis palette. And I just want to put it like a little in the corner and a little on the front part of the eyelid just so it kind of stands out. Yeah. My ex said to me, I'm never gonna marry another fat chick. I know it's just to hurt my feelings because he did actually admit to saying a lot of nasty, hurtful things to me because he was mad at me. I'm not gonna say something to intentionally hurt you like he did to me. Well, I was just mad at you. Clearly. I feel bad for the next guy that I end up with because I'm just gonna have all this like trauma. But oh, I say but too much. I've gotten over that need or that want to be with someone who is so toxic. Someone like that is not worth it. Anyone else pull their eye down like I do? Because I feel like I can only get a clean line if I do that. But like, why can't guys just understand, like, if you really don't want to be with someone, just break up with them. Tell them the truth. Sorry, I'm interested in someone else. Or, yes, I had someone else sleep in my bed with me and use my shower and borrowed my clothes. I don't know, I just wish I had someone who was honest. Oh my god, the hardest part, eyeliner. I know it doesn't seem like it by bitching in this video, but I am happy. I'm glad that I can be out of a toxic relationship because you know, like my family, my friends were telling me like all this toxic red flag stuff, and I was like, you know, I don't see it, but now I do. I deserve to be treated better. Alright, that's not that bad. My wings are always two totally different. They're like fraternal twins. They are never the same. And that would look okay. I'm so hoping that my one online friend comes out and we hit it off and maybe I'll move to Arkansas. Maybe my eyebrows are too dark. Well, my eyebrows look gray. Like, no matter how much color I put in there, patchy ass bitch. Right? I just want to know, like, how many people actually layer their mascara, because I feel like it doesn't do much for me, personally. I've only tried to really layer my mascara once, and it was okay. I do not curl my lashes. Why do I do that? I'm just looking forward to, like, better things in my future. Gonna go back to school, hopefully like start a new love life with someone. My eyelashes pretty much go straight out, but you could probably tell now. I'm just looking forward to those positive vibes and positive energy. Yeah, overall this is the final look, I guess. You can barely tell that there's blue on my eyebrows. I prefer my purple hair better. I just love purple, and I think purple looked better on me as a whole. Like, who is she though? nobody. So I guess to recap, overall, I don't want to get back together with my ex, obviously. I think I fell out of love with him a long time ago. Since it's been a month now, I did go on a date with one guy. It wasn't even really a date. It was just like a trip to the mountain and back. But it turns out this guy has manic depression. He kept talking about our astrological compatibility and all this other compatible, like oh, what was it? It was a personality test compatibility, and I shit you not, have not heard from this boy who talked about our compatibility at all after that. So that's why I guess I'm hoping that my friend that comes out, that we actually really like each other and that it works out between us, because I will probably end up moving away and going to be with him because I really hate Arizona. I told him I will go visit him for a couple weeks or something after I meet him here. So I'm really hoping that works out because I really want to go to his area. I don't know if that looks okay. I feel like it looks fine. Overall, it looks okay. I know it may not seem like it, but I really have moved on from the traumatic relationship with my ex. I've moved on. He's moved on. I actually had to call the cops to force him to give me my keys to my motorcycle. It's a moped, okay? I'm trying to get my shit out of there, and I told him, you can have your ring back when I get all my shit out of here. You can come pick up the ring like I have to come pick up my stuff from here. I'm not gonna sit out here and fight all day. Like, I don't know if he's just trying to, like, I know he was being a dick, but like, are you trying to get me to stay? Like, you want me to leave, right? You want me out of your life, you want me out of your hair, you want me to get my shit and go, but you're refusing to give me my shit. Like, what kind of game are you fucking playing? I'm talking to the cops, I'm like, yeah, I said I bought this moped, and he's refusing to give me the keys. I bought it, it's in my name. And then all of a sudden, well, why didn't you just know it? My ex comes back out with the stuff and he goes, here, I don't want any trouble, just, like, here's the stuff, just, you'll have all the time to get it out of here. He said, I just don't want any trouble, I don't want the cops here. And I was, sorry, officer, I guess I don't need you right now, but I'll call you back if I do. And he's, I didn't really want to call the cops, but I felt like it was the only way to get my shit back and to get my point across. Like, dude, you cannot keep threatening me and treating me like shit. I didn't like how everything ended, but it had to end the way that it ended. So I just turned the light basically all the way down so you can see what it looks like in a more natural light. I don't think I did that bad. Not chunky, so I think it looks fine. But thanks again for watching my video. I know it was really long and I know I complained a lot, but again, it's just a way for me to vent and get my last remaining thoughts out about relationships and all the toxic crap that I had to go through recently. But thanks again for watching. I really appreciate it. This video is probably not going to stay up here very long.